Hello, Patriots. Welcome back to another episode of Mason Cable News. I'm your host, Sydney Johnson.
And I'm Ryan Petrus. On Sunday, March 14th, there will be a virtual town hall with Virginia Governor candidate Jennifer McClellan. This event will be from 7 to 8 p.m., and students are encouraged to speak up and ask any questions they might have for her. More information and registration can be found on Mason 360.
On Wednesday, March 17th, University Career Services is virtually hosting an Educational Recruitment Day. Educational Recruitment Day is an annual career fair focused on careers in education. This fair will be from 9 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. You can sign up for both group session or for one-on-one video appointments with employers. More information on the event can be found on Mason 360, and registration is through Handshake.
Having trouble finding sources for your research project? On Wednesday, March 17th, University Libraries is hosting an online workshop to help you learn how to navigate Google Scholar. This workshop will cover the basics on how Google Scholar works, the pros and cons of using Google Scholar, and the ways you can maximize your research through its use. This event will be from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Registration can be found on Mason 360 and in university libraries.
We will now turn it over to Stone Mueller, who will give us some ideas on how you can celebrate St. Patrick's Day around GMU. Stone?
Hello, Patriots. I hope you were able to enjoy the nice weather we had today. With St. Patrick's Day coming up, here are some fun things and events you can do to celebrate both indoors and outdoors. Looking to get out of the house and experience this nice weather we've been having? Then make sure to check out the virtual Leprechaun 5K run. This virtual offering allows you to compete the race at any time from now to the end of March and comes with some unique swag such as a race shirt and a medal. Make sure to check it out at prraces.com. Other fun and simple St. Patrick's Day activities is to grab some friends and throw a football or frisbee, or you can go for a nice walk. If you want to stay inside, then you can make some fun St. Patrick's Day cards and craft. You can also play some fun games such as a Kahoot, a scavenger hunt, or have a costume contest to see who has the best costume. And also, don't forget about the St. Patrick's Day treats. You can bake some nice soda bread, cupcakes, or you can make sugar cookies and decorate them with green frosting and sprinkles. And lastly, don't forget to wear green for St. Patrick's Day. That's all for me this week, Patriots. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Now back to you, Sydney and Ryan.
Thanks, Stone. Mason students have gotten used to seeing construction on campus in the past few months, but with the near completion of Horizon Hall, attention has turned towards Robinson B. Hall. Seen in just the last couple of days, crews have started interior destruction on the building. Students on campus yesterday saw workers bringing items out of the building while water was sprayed in the air to keep down the dust. This is the first step towards the completion of the new green space and possible amphitheater that will be taking the place of Robinson B. Hall. We will now turn it over to Jack Dunne for our weekly weather report. Jack?
Hello, Mason. Hope those of you who like the warm weather enjoyed it today. We reached 79 degrees today, which broke the record of 77 that was previously set in 1990. The high today was about 25 degrees above normal and more typical of what it would be like at the end of May. Tomorrow won't be quite as warm, but the high is expected to be 70 degrees. It will be cloudy with the chance of sprinkle. On Saturday, the temperatures are expected to be more typical of the middle of March with a high of 55 degrees, and it should also be mostly sunny. Sunday will be a little bit warmer with more clouds and a high of around 60 degrees. Monday will be colder and highs only expected to be in the mid-40s with the possibility of some light rain. We should also expect some light rain on Tuesday with the high of around 50 degrees. Wednesday will be a little bit warmer again with the high in the mid to upper 50s and we should expect a mix of sun and clouds. Across the country, people in the Rockies are watching a potentially historic blizzard this weekend. Parts of Colorado, Wyoming, and western Nebraska could see multiple feet of snow. Among the areas expected to get hit hardest from the blizzard could be Denver and Cheyenne, Wyoming. In Denver, for example, this could be their biggest snowstorm in 18 years. However, in places out there, snow in March is actually pretty common. In fact, March is typically the snowiest month in the Rockies. In fact, even April snow is relatively common in May, and snow in May is not unheard of there. Hope everyone has a good week. Enjoy the weather for the next week. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Jack. Students on Friday received an email from President Washington about the current COVID situation for this semester and plans for the possible return in the fall. As of last Friday, Mason currently has 57 active cases of COVID on campus. This number, along with the vaccine rollout across the nation, has given hope to the administration that we can start a return of normalcy in the fall. Some of the proposed points in the plan including bringing classes back to full capacity with 75% of classes being in person, an increase in campus events and activities, and expanding capacity in residence halls back to normal levels. This does come with the caveat that mask rules will still be enforced and safety protocols will remain the same until public health guidance changes.
This news from President Washington brought up mixed opinions from students and faculty alike for how they think next semester should look. An article from the Fourth Estate written by Dominic Pino approached every dean at GMU for how they felt about next semester. While there was a great deal of uncertainty for many of the deans, many of them are committed to meeting Washington's goal of 75%. Deans from the colleges of science, engineering, health, and human services, and others are excited about the prospect of returning to campus and having students back in the classroom and lab. On the other hand, we see deans with different opinions, such as Dean Maury Pierpol from the School of Business, who stated that while they plan to have an increased presence on campus, they will also continue to enhance their online offerings to make sure they are able to access a broader and more diverse of students. If you are interested in seeing how your dean or others might have commented about next semester, make sure to check out the full article at gmu4thestate.com. We will now turn it over to Oscar Avelar with our weekly sports update. Oscar?
Thanks, guys. On this week's sports recap, you could say that this was a week to forget for Mason sports. It started out well with a men's basketball win over George Washington on last Thursday, but then the team lost to Davidson in the second round of the A10 tournament on Friday. The Patriots season is officially over, but there are some things to get excited about. Freshman Tyler Kolek earned himself Rookie of the Year in the A10 conference. Redshirt senior A.J. Wilson earned a spot in the A10 All-Defensive team, and junior Jordan Mueller was named into the All-A10 third team. The women's basketball team didn't fare too well against GW as they exited the A10 tournament in the first round to end their season. Following the result on Wednesday night, head coach Nyla Millicent announced her resignation on Thursday morning after an overall record of 98 wins and 140 losses over 8 seasons. Continuing on with more heartbreak, the men's soccer team suffered a last-minute goal in double overtime to William & Mary on Saturday. The Patriots ended their dry streak of goals when Ishmael Kamara scored in the first half, but the effort was not enough to secure points. They traveled to Davidson in the hopes of their first win on Sunday, March the 14th. Men's volleyball fell to 7-5 after back-to-back losses to NJIT over the weekend. The Patriots are losing ground in the EIVA standings, but they hope to bounce back against Charleston this Friday and Saturday. I will end this on a high note, however, as the softball team downed St. Joseph's on both matches in the doubleheader on Saturday. They will play doubleheaders against St. Bonaventure over the weekend and against Morgan State on Wednesday to continue their winning start to the season. That's all for this week, Patriots. Catch you in the next one. Back to you guys.
We talked earlier about President Washington's plan for how he wants the fall semester to look. This included a return to normalcy with the bringing of classes, housing, and events to campus. This, of course, is being met with a degree of uncertainty from many of the students and faculty. While many of them are excited about the prospect of returning, some may feel it is still too soon. Sydney, what are your thoughts about President Washington's plan? And are you ready to return to next semester?
I actually am ready to return to in-person instruction for next semester, Ryan. I already live on campus, and compared to last semester, continuing to this semester, they've done a fantastic job in regards to mandatory surveillance testing for COVID. Residential students are required to get tested 2 times a week, and as well still need to remain in a uh, in a distant space from each other in regards to when they go to classes and as well when they are in their living spaces. I agree nonetheless in terms of if it all fails or if it all goes wrong, Jamie will still do a great job with returning back to virtual instruction and kind of just learning from their mistakes. So I do believe that we are well prepared for next semester to increase our in-person instruction.
Yeah, me too. With President Joe Biden's vaccine, he says by the end of May, every American should be able to get a vaccine. I think that just helps with returning back to normalcy. And want to applaud President Washington on keeping the safety protocols and the masks still in and erring on the side of caution just in case, because we never know exactly how much it's going to spread because we haven't had enough research done. But I would like to congratulate him on that.
Yes, I agree too. I have great faith for how next semester will go in regards to President Washington's plan and how successful he has been with his safety task protocol with GMU's coronavirus team and how they've done research on increasing in person class instruction for next semester and what that will look like in regards to how well prepared we were for virtual and hybrid classes this semester. But all in all, I really believe that Mason has done such a great job with preparing its students and faculty for the here and now in regards to the pandemic.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree
Yes.
100%.
Thank you for tuning in today, Patriots. You can keep up with news on and off campus if you follow us on Instagram at MCN on TV, on Twitter, and Facebook at Mason Cable Network. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Sydney Johnson.
And I'm Ryan Petrus. Enjoy the weather and have a great St. Patrick's Day, everybody.